This is Chris Palme live on site in Waterloo, and I have a couple of guests here tonight. Her name is Denise, the other one is Brian. And how you guys doing? And tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah,
We're feeling good today. It's a little chilly out here. We had some beautiful weather yesterday, and of course, Canadian weather, it always sneaks up on you, but we're feeling good. We're here in Waterloo, representing Kitchener-Waterloo here. I'm a local. My first time bringing a show here, fully leading it as a producer, so very excited.
Nice. And I'm also producing, working with Denise a lot, but now I'm directing, so I've been working with the actors, the crew. We have such amazing talent here in KW, and it's been wonderful. A great experience.
Can you just tell my audience what you guys are filming, and what are some of the challenges of doing a production set in a backyard?
So our show is about a Kitchener-Waterloo family that lives and breathes backyard wrestling. They're part of this dynasty family that just literally is ingrained in the culture here. And the patriarch of the family decides to bet the backyard against his arch nemesis, who also happens to be his brother-in-law, Gigi, the gravestone goose, and he loses the backyard. So the rest of the season is them trying to win it back as a family, because we have two beautiful children in this, and pretty much just wrestling. It's all about wrestling and all about the community, and similar to film, you got to do this because you love it.
Brian?
Yeah. And so in regards to the production, we've pulled in different resources and sponsorship, Off the Ropes, their amazing wrestling studio who has provided this beautiful ring along with wrestlers and contacts. So we're building the two worlds together, from the acting from Toronto and other GTA area, and some who are local, as well as the wrestlers, so both can learn each about wrestling and each about performance, as well as this production. We got this beautiful house
from Performa Real Estate Group. They were very generous with the houses along the lot here. Mm-hmm. And our main sponsor is Forefathers Brewery, so big shout out to them, because they've provided us with all of the cans and the kegs and all of the shirts that our crew is wearing and everything. So it's really great to just have the support of the community and being able to support the community.
And most importantly, the person and the company that made it all, which was Bell 5 TV1. They were the ones who gave us the grant and the green light to do a local regional community show about a story about that family in KW, Kitchener-Waterloo.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about all the actors and actresses on scene, and how did you guys get Off the Ropes involved here?
Yeah, so we started with our collaboration with Michael Nathan, who was the writer. He designed and created this world. And then I was helping through Casting Made Easy, work and find local talent, as well as talent from Toronto. And we did the whole self-tape system. And we also looked from Off the Ropes, their wrestlers, and see who their rosters are, and if they want to play different, heel or babyface characters, and see how it would be like to be on screen. Yeah.
What's a daily day like on set, and when is this going to air approximately on Bell, and how many episodes?
So a daily day on set for us can change from 1 minute to the next. I mean, today we had the fire department here because we decided we wanted a little bit of atmosphere, and we had a bit of a fire going, and they just kind of came and said, no guys, you can't do that. So we had to kind of put a pin in that one. It's weather, sometimes it's dependent on that, so each day can prove its own challenges. And I'm sorry, what was the other question you had there?
Oh, when is the release?
When is the release? So we're going to be delivering this sometime in September. So you should be seeing it on Bell 5 around October. Our executive producer said he'd like to just have it around that time. Although there's lots of Halloween stuff going on, this is still going to call attention, and people are really going to be called to it and want to watch it and engage with it. Because again, it's ridiculous. It's backyard wrestling. Who doesn't love wrestling?
And just to add to that, the thing that makes this really incredibly ambitious is that we have a ton of cast, we have a ton of BG, we have a ton of wrestlers, we have this massive property that was completely empty, and we had to fill it with our lovely, lovely keys and head of department. So everyone pulled in their resources, and they donated their time, they donated their money, and everyone believes in this project because it's fueled with passion.
Speaking of wrestling, have you guys always been wrestling fans as well as independent wrestling?
Well, I grew up with a lot of boy cousins. I'm the only girl in a generation full of guys. So I was actually the dummy. So I actually got like tombstoned by my cousin, sharpshooter, you name it. I remember watching WWE with my cousins, and then just like, creating our own wrestlers and our own characters. So when this project was brought to me, I got really excited because it just made me feel nostalgic, like I was back in the 90s, which I mean is a golden time for the millennial generation. And so I was just like fully invested after that. I was like, let's do this, because I just really saw the potential that the show can really have. And again, right, it's all about community. It's all about loving something and having a passion for something.
So yeah, I grew up with my siblings. Shout out to Kevin, Oscar, Jason, and Rachel, who we all kind of grew up with wrestling. And in fact, I have scars to prove it. Right there.
I believe you. I believe you. Don't worry. I took some bumps and bruises back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where some of my friends in high school would use the Bad News Brown
I had
ghetto blaster on me. The back
right.
of it. And I'm thank God it wasn't today, because now they'd be checking me for a concussion.
I had 16 staples right down my head here. It was bleeding hard. But the point is, you still love it. You still do it. And I grew up with the Attitude Era. So my favorites are like Edge, Chris Jericho, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, like all of them. Just when it was like really raunchy and no holds bar. So
Shout out to Shawn Michaels, because you were my first crush. I love a white boy.
Yeah. So then and I always wanted to, like, as a young boy, I always saw them and I'm like, wow, like I wish I could just be like them, but I never knew what that path was. And full circle now, I'm directing a show about wrestling, so I get to bring that inner kid out and just be playful with everyone and learn wrestling and give a really good show that hopefully delivers on the wrestling aspect. So
what do you guys enjoy the most about doing this production?
I enjoy my crew. My cast and my crew is amazing. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. In all honesty, if I didn't have them, I'd have nothing right now. So that's the part that I enjoy, just watching them have fun, watching them get creative, watching them just like bring this world to life. That's what I love most.
For me, it's that plus like the belief in you, belief in ourselves, because we've been working on this for 1.5 years now. It was challenging, and I will say this now and probably forever. This project maybe and should not exist, because it is overtly ambitious, but we found the right people, cast and crew, and it all starts from the initial idea. So when you have a bunch of passionate people, you could come together and build a home.
It's truly a team effort as well. And what are some fun facts about yourselves?
Fun facts about ourselves.
I could start.
You go first. Yeah, you go first.
Fun facts are, I'm a union actor from Toronto, so a bit of my background. I've done improv, I've done comedy, drama, so till this day I still act. Another fun fact is I'm looking into starting wrestling. I'm going to try to do some courses and just see if, maybe it's never too late. We have Natasha, who's started her career really late. She plays a librarian on the show, so look out for her. And she's amazing. So when I look at someone like that who just has been wrestling for 4 years, I'm like, maybe I can still do it, Maybe that little boy can still do it. And so I wouldn't mind going to Off the Ropes, trying some moves and see, just for fun and see where it goes. But those are some facts about me, yeah.
Age is just a number, and that's what I love about doing my show, is the storytelling aspect of it, which is what you guys are doing here too.
Fun fact about me, I'm a big gym rat. I love to be at the gym. That's where you'll find me. I love lifting heavy. I love deadlifting. I love lifting heavy.
How much? How much can you lift?
At my heaviest, I was doing 185 hip thrusts.
Wow.
That's the bar and the weights all together, and I'm 5'1" and 125 pounds. So for a little girl, I'm pretty mighty.
The Rock. We're gonna call you The Rock.
The Pebble. There you go. And you know what? I am fully self-made as an artist and as a producer. I started making my short films here locally in Kitchener-Waterloo, and I've made it all the way to Toronto onto big union shows, and now I'm here back in my hometown, full circle, producing my first series, fully leading it, and it's just a dream come true, really. Like, little Denise is screaming inside saying, you did it finally. So those are the fun facts about me. This is a childhood dream that's finally here.
Like you said, I started my goal in radio media later in life, just like Natasha did in wrestling. But you know what? It's never too late to start a new career, and age is just a number, and I can tell how passionate you guys are. Where can people find you guys on social media and the names of your companies?
You can follow us at denise.bodan at gmail. Sorry, crap. Reset,
and action.
and action. You guys can follow me at denise.bodan on Instagram, and my company is Fuego Pictures, which is fire in Spanish. So we are a fiery company. We're spicy, and we're going to keep producing great content for you guys.
Any more projects coming out in the future?
I have a few things on the slate right now. I'm going to be starting pre-production meetings in the coming months. So there's definitely more on the way from us. This is definitely not the last time you'll see us.
Brian,
Yep.
final thoughts?
I'll just do my shout out. It's at This is Quintero. This is Quintero. Company's Dead Mariachi Films. And yeah, the final thoughts are just like the community. We are at some point going to do a crowdfund, and would love to get some engagement from the community because, as you know, shooting a series, especially our first one, there's sometimes a lack of funding, and we want to ensure the best people and best quality for the project delivery. So we would love your support, your donations, just to get it done and really represent Kitchener-Waterloo, which is where you're from.
Yeah, just watch the show. Please support us. Watch the show. Share our stuff. And come out and join us. You know, if you're able to come
April
out
30th?
29th and 30th, if this goes up before then.
A
Please come
website?
out.
Is there a website?
We don't have a website right now, but we're working on that, and we're working on a social media page, and then we're hoping to get that up. But just look for the Ropes Production.
Or DM us.
Or just send us a direct message. We're pretty responsive, and yeah, we'd love to chat with everybody.
Any chance you'll try the wrestling ring as well?
Oh. They try to get me in there, but you know how I mentioned earlier about the tombstone and the sharpshooter? I got a bad neck from that, so I don't think so.
And as for yourself, do you have a wrestling name and some moves picked out yet?
No, not just yet. I'll keep that a little surprise, but I'm building a character right now.
All right. Well, hey, Brian and Denise, I want to say thank you so much for doing this, and continue success in your career. And thank you for having me out here tonight, even if it is feeling like January weather out here.
I know, I'm trying not to shake, but yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you to
Bye, guys.
your viewers.
Thanks, guys. This is CDP out.